Hello all, and now we are in the fifth video in this series on quantitative displays. And you might be wondering, how do I make a dot plot? And I just want to take a moment to show you how to do this in StatCrunch, and I want to explain briefly what a dot plot is and why you might choose to use one. And I hope this makes you happy. Now, of course, we're going to switch over to our superheroes' heights. This is the same data set that we've been using. You'll see here that I have a minimum class of 60 and a maximum class of 85. And so we have a width of 25. The frequencies are listed here. I did the lower and the upper as columns so that I could calculate the midpoint. And then I did the cumulative frequency to create an ogive in the last video. Now, all we really want to do is take these heights and put them into a dot plot. So I'm going to go to graph, because anytime you're graphing, you're pretty much going to go to the graph button, and I'm going to drop down to dot plot. It really is just that easy. I click on dot plot and I select the columns from the columns that are over here on the left. Now note, only those columns that are quantitative in nature, so publisher, name, and the these height centimeters that have the classes in them are not showing up, okay? So we're going to click on height, and that's going to be this column right here. Now, you can change the dot sizes, and you can do different things. I'm just going to leave these all as the default. That'll make things easier. We scroll down. Obviously, I can label the x-axis height in centimeters as we have done previously. The y-axis is going to be frequency. And then, of course, this is the dot plot of superheroes heights in centimeters. That's a good practice right there. Okay, and so you can see that it'll look really nice when we do it like this. And then I just simply hit compute. Okay, now here it is. Here's the dot plot. I'm going to scooch this off to the side. And the reason you might do this is if you graph a histogram of the heights, and again, I want to go ahead and put my bin starting at 60 and my width to be 25 so that we can see all of that. I'm not going to label it and title it, but you can see the dot plot has a very similar shape, right? It's got this point in the middle. It's kind of flat off to the left. I've got this separated data over here. You can see that in the dot plot. What you can't see without hovering over is that the frequency is 83 in between 160 and 185. Whereas here, each individual dot shows you the frequency. And so at a glance, you can kind of tell whether there are more or less dots in here. Now, with the histogram, I can fix a bin starting place and a width. Here, as I sort of stretch and compress, the dots are going to change just a little bit. Dot plots are fine. They're not super common in the research literature, but that is how you do a dot plot and how you would look at the dot plot. And its advantage, again, is that you can see right with each individual dot how many items are in the bars, not just their relative size. All right, well, if this video was helpful, please like and subscribe. Drop a comment if you'd like to see more content like this. Give me some suggestions. I'm always reading those. And thank you again. It makes me happy that you watch these videos.